Hello to Aries, Sun, Moon and or rising signs. It is 2025. Happy New Year. This is your 2025 tarot reading. I'm not going to take into account astrologically what is going on for you in 2025 because not every Aries, Sun, Moon and Rising is going to come across this video. So this is for you if you have those placements and you happen to come across this. If you would like a more in-depth one-on-one reading, I am also taking readings again. The link for that is in my description. It's just through Etsy. Also, please keep in mind that these are general readings, so they may resonate on different levels for different people and different situations. So take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm going to be using the Sacred Forest Oracle deck for this reading and also the Tarot of the Divine. So in order to go forward, we must go back and do a little bit of reflection. So let's just see what lessons that 2024 has brought you before we get into what is to come, which is the exciting part. So below and miracles, and then what do we got here? Retreat. Okay, 2024 here has taught you to learn to take it easy, or take it easier than what you have been. It's like there might have been like a few things on your plate that didn't need to be on your plate, but for a while you thought that they had to. But what this year has taught you is that you can dial it back. You can prioritize yourself a little bit more, and you know, you're allowed to rest, you're allowed to retreat. Here we've got like the waterfall. Whenever I think of waterfalls, I think of like relaxing, chilling, and retreat. Like that's like self-explanatory, right? You know, this is, for me, this is you prioritizing you time a bit more, prioritizing things that are a bit more in line with you, but also prioritizing your rest, like first and foremost. And we've got flow here as well, which is just like, you know, doing things at your own pace and as you're called to do them, rather than just pushing through even though you're tired, even though you're overworked, even though you're, you know, overstimulated, whatever it is, like over whatever. Yeah, this is just a really big lesson for you. I might pull one tarot actually on those just to round off. 10 of coins. Yeah, prioritizing family, honestly. And this could just be like chosen family as well. This doesn't have to be blood. This could be like prioritizing in general, just connections that are important to you and fulfilling to you. Because like the 10 of coins, this is about generational wealth, like wealth that you're able to pass on to others. This doesn't always mean money though. Like it can absolutely mean money, like for some people. So if that is something that resonated for you, then sure. But for me in this reading, this is more so like setting that example, like being able to know where to draw the line in the sand for yourself, and like that lesson and that abundance that you feel within yourself, like that carries on to the next generation or to the people around you. This doesn't have to mean like kids, like if you don't have kids, and like it, you know, that it doesn't have to be that. It's just like, you know, how it affects those that are close to you. So yeah, that is a vibe. So now let's just come to the present moment. What are you being asked to focus on right now in this moment? Leadership. Okay, this is the first card that Leo got as well. And then we've got, okay, freedom and purity. So again, with, you know, learning where to draw that line in the sand, learning where to dial it back. That's actually cool that we've got like a Pegasus and a unicorn. I don't know if you can, obviously there's that one, and there's this little guy down here. Mystical, magical, freedom. This is just also about seeing like the bigger picture, because when we pull back, dial it back, we kind of take a moment to reanalyze everything and make sure that everything's working and everything is resonating and making sense and all that kind of stuff. So like now is just for a time, now is just a time for you to dot the I's, cross the T's sort of a thing. Like maybe declutter as well. There's just like this weightlessness feeling, this really light feeling. So yeah, it's like cutting cords just popped into my brain as well. It's like just really just getting to like the bones and the priority of the situation, whatever that is to you. Sorry, sometimes like whatever is coming out of my mouth like doesn't fully make sense to me, because this is like a general reading, but this isn't, you know, that's not the important thing. Like the important thing is that this, you know, resonates for you on some level. So I hope it does. Let's pull some tarot to deepen on that. What do we need to know for the present? What is the focus for the present? What is the vibe for the present for Aries? The Fool. Breaking the chains. Yeah, there's just this light energy. Again, the Star. Okay, I'm gonna pull one more. This light energy. The Tower. Right. So this is like the freedom that comes after things have kind of crumbled a little bit, or we've let go of some things. And sometimes, like especially with the Tower, the things that we've let go might not have been our decision to let go of them. Maybe we were forced to let go of them, you know, due to unforeseen circumstances like losing a job, or, you know, having some sort of financial issues, or, you know, just something that's kind of like out of your control kind of coming in to fuck things up, and to keep us on our toes. But I feel like that's kind of been dealt with. So now you're in this energy of like feeling the freedom of whatever that was stirred up by the universe. And yeah, I just can't get this like airy feeling out of me, like airy Aries. But truly, it just feels like you've shed like a lot of weight, like that you've just let go of a lot of things that just were causing stress, that may, you might have just been like, this is so like unnecessary, I don't need to be thinking about this, or like I don't, like this is such, how do I put it, it's like, you know, life isn't about stressing about things like this. I don't know, I just saw like, what the hell, there's like a little baby spider web in my van. Maybe that's a message in itself, because spiders, they like create their little web in their home, and they go through the little stress of doing that and finding a place. And, you know, did we pull retreat right, didn't we? Literally, maybe there's like themes of the home here. You know, they go through their stresses of like setting their little place up and making sure it's in like the right spot, which for this little guy happens to be in my van, unfortunately. But he's like a little baby. Anyway, like what I'm saying, they do the thing, Like go through the stress of the creating and the planning and all that kind of stuff, and then they chill. And that's kind of where you're at right now. You're vibing. Like the stresses that you've gone through in 2024 are very well dealt with and over, and now you're in a time of like great inspiration and freedom and openness. Because the star, this is very much about hope and inspiration, like looking up towards the future, whatever is out there, like what can be manifested. And same with the Fool as well. This is like the Little Mermaid, right? She's like looking up to the land and she's like, oh my god, there's like so much out there. And she doesn't really think about serious stuff, or like doesn't really think logically. Like this is about getting fantastical, being a little bit dreamy and airy. That's the energy that you need to be sitting with right now. That is the advice. Be whimsy, you know, be lazy. Take time to take things in, take time to get inspired. Like this is I don't know, it's just like a flowy time. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. That is a vibe. So now we are going to get into the juice that everyone wants. So what is your main challenge of 2025 and how to overcome it? I'm going to ask like a few questions here, but this is the first one. So what is the main challenge of 2025 and how to overcome it? Activation. Okay. Manifesting dreams. Acceptance. I needed to pull forth in this, right? Acceptance and energy. You are totally like moving into a new mindset, a new phase, a new space. Like I was saying, like with this inspiration, this freedom, this openness. Like that is continuing on with your 2025 majorly. Like you just have, it's like you're a new person. It's like your old mindset is gone, or at least like the problem that you were dealing with, or lessons that you were dealing with in 2025, because that is over. Like your mind has like so much more space to dream now. Like it's like when you're clouded with responsibilities and stuff, you don't have space to dream and to think too far into the future because you're just dealing with the present. But it's like now there's this openness, there's this clearing in the fog, there's this clearing in the forest, you know, like where you can dance and have a cool time and just wonder. Okay, so your main challenge of 2025 is maybe, your main challenge of 2025 is, I would say, there we go. That is the main challenge of 2025. The Seven of Cups, which is making decisions. Because when we find this openness, this field, we have so many ideas and so many things coming to us. Oh, I could go here, I could go there, I could travel, I could do this job, I could do that, I could build this, create that. And I think the biggest thing is prioritization. Because the Seven of Cups is about choices. Like he's got so many things in front of him, so many paths that he could take, but not all of them are the right one, and he also can't do all of them because like he's not 10 people. So this is very much about being clear on what you want, or getting clear on what you want. Yeah, accepting the past for sure, and allowing yourself to fully let go so that you can make these decisions, because maybe like the past is influencing some of your decision making. Whether that is like, you know, something didn't work out in the past and now you're thinking that you can't go down that path again because you failed. Not true, right? Like this is, yeah, there's like an energy here like of accepting the past and not letting that drive your future though. Like it's very much about trusting that what happened, but it's not the now. Like the past is the past, but now is now. So if there is a path that you want to take that you feel like you failed at and you just feel kind of hopeless about it, I feel like this is kind of being reignited for you. And you know, the message here is, you know, take it. You don't let the past hold you down. The past is over, very, very much over. You have a lot of like, it maybe even like this situation from the past, whatever was like kind of clouding you with like responsibilities or whatever. Maybe you were trying to go after this thing while you were in that sort of mindset, and that's maybe why it didn't work out. But you are in a completely new space now, so like you're almost like a completely new person. So whatever opportunities come your way, like do not let self-doubt come in to the equation. Like try again if that resonates for you. If you feel that you need to try again at something, then do it. Otherwise, like just anything, like be open, because you know you are in a completely new space to take on new opportunities. 8 of Coins. And what have we got here? Ace of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. So 8 of Cups, sorry, 8 of Coins, Ace of Cups. Again, you are in a new place. I'm sorry for repeating myself, but the cup is overfilling. Your cup is overfilling. You're in a completely new space. I don't know what more I can really say on that, to be completely honest with you. So let's move on to the next question. So stay hopeful. Next question is, what area of your life will experience the most significant growth and transformation? I'm just gonna go for the tarot for this one. What area of Aries' life will experience the most significant growth and transformation? 2 of Wands. Okay, this instantly I'm like, sense of adventure, like your inner, like your, how do I put it, you have like a new perspective on your capabilities of like what you can kind of take on and what you can go after. The 2 of Wands is like looking out into the horizon. You know, there's so many opportunities that he could take. The world is like his oyster. Yeah, your inner world is definitely experiencing a lot of growth. We've got the 4 of Swords here, 9 of Swords here. Letting go of fear, majorly letting go of fear. The Wheel of Fortune, holy shit. Okay, big things coming in. So I feel like in 2025 you are going to have a major inner overhaul when it comes to your personal capabilities and your personal drive to go after things that you want to. It's like a new you, like 2020 thrive. The Nine of Swords is about like fears, and in reverse I'm seeing this as like inner fears. Four of Swords is like meditation, contemplation. Wheel of Fortune is the wheel of fucking fortune. Like, this is like promises of good things. It's like, hello, your wish is granted. So like okay, you're capable as hell, you're confident as hell as well. Travel could definitely be a thing for you in 2025 because the Two of Wands can be a travel card as well. But overall, it's like you're releasing a lot of fear and doubts about yourself and where you can go and what you're capable of. So what else have we got here? Protection. No matter what you do, you are protected. Your ambitions, your dreams, protected. Your fear of failure is totally going. Literally, I pull courage as I say that. Dude. What? Okay. Like, you're just gonna be so brave next year. That's the biggest thing. And when I say brave, or when anyone says brave, like, it doesn't mean that you have no fear at all. It's just like feeling the fear and doing it anyway. Just being like, yeah, I know that this is uncomfortable, but like, I know that that means that, you know, maybe that's a thing that I need to do, you know, because like, that's the thing. Life isn't just like easy and rosy, and I think that you know that, obviously. That's like a realization that you're, you know, coming to. I'm so sorry, my camera just died. I'm pretty sure what was filmed was kind of like a well-rounded answer to that question, so I'm just gonna move on to the next one. So that is what abundance is coming your way in 2025. What abundance is coming to Aries in 2025? Flexibility and patience. So flexibility, like, both of these cards just also feel like that very open, like airy sort of energy. Like, patience is just all about, obviously, like, you can set a goal, but it's like when you plant the seed, you don't go and dig the seed up to make sure that it's growing. Like, you just trust. So being patient doesn't necessarily mean like don't have any goals, or whatever, like don't work towards your goals is what I mean. It's just saying like just let go of it, you know, bearing fruit right now. So you are definitely moving into a more patient, more flexible space in 2025, where I just feel like it felt like a bit more rigid before in 2024 because of your focus having to be like on a certain thing, whether that was like a lesson or whatever. Like, yeah, it just feels like you're feeling that freedom, like you're spreading your wings and kind of seeing how far you can stretch them, sort of a thing. What else have we got coming in? Sanctuary. Yo, like, we pulled that retreat card, right? Like, that's something that you've been working on. So there's something about the home or safety or, you know, your sacred space. So you're creating a life for yourself in 2025 that is just safe and comfortable and cushy. You know what I mean? I just feel like this is going to be a year where you can ease up a little bit more in certain areas of your life. And we've got focus, but the focus is, you know, it's not like a closed in focus. Like, this is a okay, it's so hot. This is a focus that is like, I don't know, like you're focusing like on your desires, and you know, you've set the intention. Like that spider is just popping into my brain again. It's like the intention is the web, right? Like you've built the web, you've built the foundation, and now there's this like openness and flexibility like for whatever is coming in. Like you know what you want, you set the intention. The spider set the intention that it wants to catch some flies. So you've, you know, done the things you need to do, you've created your foundation, now you just need to wait for the fly to come in. Obviously the metaphorical fly. So again, with the patience, it's just like you, oh, just spilt like a lot of cards there. Yeah, you've created stability for yourself that has allowed for this freedom in 2025. You're going to be abundantly free. Two of Coins and the Ace of Coins reverse. Yeah, there's just this huge message of patience, like when it comes to the question, which is what abundance is coming your way in 2025. There's so many things coming in, right? But the advice for how to deal with them coming in, or how to allow them to come in, is to be patient and to let go and to be like the little spider and rest and receive and know that you've done what you need to do. This is, that's how you manifest, right? Like there's like a healthy level of that's actually bringing me back to the Two of Coins here that we just pulled. This is about balancing things. So it's like a healthy balance of action and allowance, is that right? Action and receiving. That's what I'm, yeah, that makes so much sense, because like the Two of Coins is kind of like the juggler as well. Yeah, because when I don't know why this is coming into my brain, but like when the juggler is juggling, they're not throwing the ball into the air and then reaching out to catch it. They're just kind of like moving their hand like accordingly, trusting that it's going to fall in their hand, if that makes sense. So it's like you're finding balance with yeah, action and rest and receiving. I hope that this is making sense. Woo! Dropping cards again. Six of Wands. Yeah, there's just this like, I feel like this has been like a long time coming. This is like in reverse as well, so this is very much like an inner emotional celebration for how far you've come on your journey to even get to this point at all. Like, it just feels like this is a long time coming for you to actually find this space within yourself to be open, to, you know, see the whole picture of where you can go. The High Priestess. Yeah. You've just, in 2025, you're going to be like a lot more in touch with yourself and your intuition. High Priestess, totally about intuition. It's like the card of intuition. You are going to, yeah, just have like a greater understanding of yourself and how to balance things in your life, how, like, where to let go and where to take action. Like, because I feel like maybe in the past there has been like instances, like I was saying, where your focus is just kind of like on one thing, whether it's like responsibilities or like a situation, like whatever, and because like that was so all-consuming, it kind of took away from the dreaminess and the mysticismness, is that even a word, in your life. Do you know what I mean? when things get too adulty and too serious, like the childlike nature that we can connect to kind of becomes disconnected. Knight of Cups, that's kind of, yeah, like romanticizing life once again, but it's just finding like balance, because the Knight of Cups, he's like not silly, like he's very well put together. He's, I don't know if stoic's the word, but he's got control of like his emotions, and he can romanticize life in a way that doesn't take away from like his responsibilities, if that makes sense. Because like it's like a balance between having a silly little fun time and also being like an adult and being like responsible and having structures and stability and all that kind of stuff. Like he's like pretty good at all that stuff. He can kind of see the whole picture, and he's calm, and he's but he's not like, he's not serious, you know what I mean? He's like serious but not. That makes sense. Let's pull just one more on that question. What abundance is coming to Aries in 2025? Temperance in reverse. So inner balance, inner peace, balancing fun and responsibility, not getting too consumed in the seriousness of life, and also not getting too consumed in being silly. You know, it's like the best of both worlds. That is exactly what is coming to you in 2025. So I love that for you. It's like an inner harmony, because like the Temperance is very much about like harmony, peace, balance. But on the, yeah, reverse again, it's an inner vibe. It's about your soul, what's going on the inside rather than what's going on in the outside world. So last question, what advice does the universe have for you in 2025? We've already had like quite a lot of advice, but what's a little bit more, right? Let's just round this off. I'm gonna pull one oracle card and then the rest tarot. What advice does the universe have for Aries in 2025? Gratitude, stay grateful. Whenever things don't go your way, gratitude is, you know, here to stay. I'm a rapper. So yeah, stay grateful no matter what happens. That will keep you in balance as well. When misfortune or, you know, upsets kind of happen, if you stay grateful for what you have instead of thinking about what you don't have, it keeps you out of that like lack mindset, and it keeps you present and, you know, here. So I said that I was only going to pull one of these cards, but I just pulled another one. Magic. See, like whimsy, this reading is. Yeah, there's just trust, like stay in touch with like the magic of things. Like don't be so like logical, like don't let logic kind of pull you away from the magic of life. Don't let responsibilities pull you away from the magic of life. Try and stay in touch with that inner child energy, and, you know, trusting and wondering, and, you know, like, because I feel like when it comes to balancing your energy, like you're kind of, how do I put it, you're tipped, like the scales are tipped for you more in the responsible area. That's what I'm feeling from this reading. You know, or you could be like more tipped in the silly fun time area, but I'm just really feeling like with these cards that are coming out, there's just like lots of reminders of like magic and wonder and fun and play, and intuition as well. So I really just feel like you need to lean more into that, and you know, not abandon your responsibilities and your logic and all that kind of stuff, but like let loose a little bit. 8 of Wands. Just keep going. The 8 of Wands is like a little blaze of glory. It's movement, it's energy, it's forward motion. If you feel stuck, keep going. The Hermit reversed. Okay, we've got 2 cards here. Hermit reversed. And the King of Cups reversed. Okay, yeah, so the message here with these cards is to just always stay in touch with yourself and your feelings and your intuitions, like your intuitive hits, even if they don't make sense, because like that's the thing with intuition, it's like an unseen thing, but it's a knowing, right? Logically our intuition might not make sense sometimes, but like you're being told in 2025 to lean into your intuition a little bit more. If something feels off, it's off. If something feels good, it's good. If something, you know, is calling your name, go for it. If you feel the ick around things or people or places, like that's a sign, right? Because these cards, the Hermit in reverse and the King of Cups reverse, they are very, very in touch with themselves. Very in touch with themselves. So always listen to you. Like don't, how do I put it? Like don't allow like the outside world to sway your decisions. Like whenever things kind of seem a little bit turbulent or rocky or whatever, come back to yourself, come back to gratitude, listen to your voice and kind of steer clear of the outside noise for a little bit, because there's so much openness here for you, and there's like so much that you can call in and manifest in 2025, that you will call in and manifest in 2025. But it's very much about patience and balance, and yeah, just like trusting your journey, and also being grateful, like not just for what you have, but like for you. Like be grateful for you and what you've done to get you where you are right now, because no one else did that. Like you did that. Sure, you had like help from, you know, a support team or whatever, whether that's like actual people or music or, you know, things that inspire you. At the end of the day, you picked yourself up and you've trudged through and got through all of the responsibilities and things that needed to happen in 2024. Welcome to a place of like more balance and openness. I hope that this makes sense. Like my readings lately have been coming out, I don't even know how to explain it, like very, very, very general, and some things like don't even fully kind of like make solid sense to me. So I really just hope that they made sense to you, because that's all that really matters. If you like this video, then please feel free to give it a like. It helps me out, and it also helps to get this video out to other people who may need it. So yeah, I hope you have a lovely day.